I am Jaiden Corfield, I am 19 years old and I am from Salford in Greater Manchester. I am currently based in between Manchester and Oxford. I try and come back north whenever I can. So I am going to be speaking at the Stronger Things event about Rekindle, which is the school that I'm a trustee for, but it is also the school that the organisation that I've dreamed of working for and implementing my dreams into the organisation. And I think every young trustee that sits on the board has genuinely fell in love with this school. We are aged between 17 and 25, and founder Ruth Ibegbuno placed the idea on a table and told young people to build the school they wish they could attend. And that is exactly what we did. And many of us were still in education at the time and are still in education right now. And we were completely disillusioned with the system, a system that was not built for working class or BAME students. And what we did then was we built a school that was built for those students, that had those students at the heart of everything. You know, we work on four main principles: support, nourish and nurture, achieve and protect. You know, and each young person will come to this school and be provided with an educational sanctuary that genuinely believes in their success and genuinely believes in the individual. And that is what we set out to achieve. But before we can open the doors in September 2021, it is about having young people build this school. And that is why Rekindle is so different to any other organisation, because in every step of the way, a young person has built that process, a young person has built the curriculum, a young person has led on the safeguarding, a young person has applied for the funding and applied for the finance that is enables us to open the doors in September 2021. And that is the exciting parts of Rekindle. And many of us have followed many different paths to Rekindle. Some of us have been in change making for a while, and some of us are just fresh but disillusioned with education, and that is what brought us to being a trustee for Rekindle. All of us are on our own journeys through education, and so I think it's really important that we implement our frustrations and our dreams for education into the school, and that is exactly what we've been doing. We have a really key focus on community. It is such a huge word for us. Not only the community that we build in this school, but the community that we work with in terms of every other organisation that we partner with. The community for the charity sector is such a word to be embraced. You know, every part of the charity sector is about community. It's about supporting one another through very difficult times. And like we've seen in the past couple of years, there's nothing stronger than community, and it is what holds us up in times of doubt and holds us up. And when we need that little bit of reassurance that we're going in the right direction, that we're doing the right thing, and when we need that shoulder to cry on, and that is what community means to Rekindle, to everyone at Rekindle. It's about supporting young people to dream of educational attainment, to dream that who they are is more than enough for the education system. And that is where education is currently failing so many young people, and where they're becoming disillusioned with the system. We really want to embrace critical thinking and culture. You know, every Friday we'll have a culture day, which brightens the day, where young people will learn about culture. Not only the culture of education, but their own culture, where they'll be provided with opportunity to explore who they are. And we'll look at critical thinking. You know, critical thinking is not embraced in the classroom. And at Rekindle, we want it to be. It is a massive part of everyone's life, the ability to think critically about certain questions and provide answers that are thought of. And so it's really important that we embrace the power of critical thinking within the school. And so I don't want to tell you too much, and I think I've already told you too much. But I hope that I can tell you more at the Stronger Things event. And I'm really excited to tell you guys more. And I'm really looking forward to speak. So yeah, I hope you guys stay safe and stay well until then, and I'll see you all then.